Hi traders and investors, this is Taylor from thetradinganalyst.com, and we're going to take a look at a bunch of charts here that were requested by our followers here, and be ready to take some notes because I'm going to go over a bunch of charts. So we're going to start with CRM, and CRM broke over this resistance here at about $76, so now that is going to be a support level here. And we also broke over this downtrend line. You can see started back here in May of last year, rejected here in July, August, and then again here in November as well. And we're over that trend line right here. So more than likely, CRM is going to be headed higher here. We're going to be having some resistance once we get to about $81, $82. As you can see, there's a lot of sideways trading right here. I'll go ahead and I'll draw that line. You can see the resistance. It was former support here, broke that support. Now it was resistance here, and that's still going to be a resistance level. So about $81.50 to about $84 is going to be that resistance here on CRM. And you can see these are all-time highs for CRM up here in that level. So definitely some resistance up here, but definitely think that it can head up there in the short term. The next one we're going to take a look at is pharmaceutical company, ZYNE, and you can see that we've got a really nice channel here. You can see the lower end of the channel has this trend line. Look at how many bounces we've gotten off of that trend line here, and that matches up perfectly with about this $16 level support. You can see it was previously resistance, broke over it, acted as support, and broke higher. So now if we do head lower, that's going to act as a support, and we still have resistance up here from these previous highs up near about $22, $21. The next one we're going to take a look at is Disney, and as you can see here, we broke over this little downtrend line, and we had a reversal candle here followed by a nice green candle, so it confirmed that reversal candle off of support. You can see it bounced here, there, right here, several times right around here. So 107 is that support. We've got a gap up here to fill at about 109.40. You can see this candle closed up here, and then we gap down. You can see a big gap to fill up there. As far as longer term, I'm seeing the next real level of resistance around 113 or so. 113 to 114 is going to be that next real resistance if we break over this 109.40 area. The next one we're going to take a look at is CCL. And CCL broke out of this little triangle here to the upside. But if you look here, we're right at, I think I have to go to the monthly chart right here. Okay, so big time resistance up here. Around $56. You can see that. If we break $56, that's going to be a big time breakout here for CCL. Okay, so basically if we make new all-time highs, the previous all-time high over there is $59. Okay, if we break $59, we should see a very big breakout here on CCL. I'm talking very, very big, maybe a 50% pop from there or bigger, just because, as you can see, going back all the way back to 1998, this was resistance. 2004, 5, 6, 7 resistance, and then again here in 2015 and 2016, big time resistance. So break over that level is going to send it much, much higher. So that's what you want to look for if it breaks over this level. The next one we're going to take a look at is UNP. And UNP, I'm going to cover the daily chart here. You can see that we broke over this resistance line right here, traded sideways. So now this 106.50 is going to act as support. And the next real resistance, I'm going to go to the weekly chart. The next real resistance is right around 112. So right around 112 is going to be that next resistance level. You can see it was support, support, broke that support, came back up, retested it here. So you can see it's really respecting that level. The next level above that is right around 123. You can see it was resistance here and right there. That's really all I have to say about UNP. Let's see if I can draw an uptrend line right here. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's a pretty nice uptrend line. So if it does consolidate lower, you can go ahead and draw this yourself from near the beginning of 2016, about March or April in 2016 is when that began. You can draw that yourself, and if it does trend lower, you can see we've got support from this previous resistance. Here we broke over it, so if we get a consolidation lower to about $98, to me that's going to be a buying opportunity on UNP. The next one we're going to take a look at is ENDP. And ENDP, not a great look, breaking below this support. But I'm going to go to the monthly chart here. And you can see we've got some support right here on the monthly chart back in 2001, 2002. You can see it was previous resistance here for most of that time period. It couldn't break over that $12 mark, $11 mark. Finally, we broke over that level, and you can see it ended up being a big breakout. So that's going to be the big support that needs to hold here on ENDP. If it doesn't really hold, then the next support I see is all the way down at about just below $6, $5.50. Okay, so really needed to hold here on this 11 or so dollar mark on a closing basis on the monthly chart. Okay, so we've got just a few more days in the month, so it really needs to hold here or bounce, but definitely you don't really want it to go much lower than this. The next one we're going to take a look at is Tesla. And Tesla, you can see here, I know there's a lot of lines here, but you can see trading really sideways here for quite some time. If we get a breakout past 290, boy, is Tesla going to head higher here. Definitely something that you want to be aware of, that 290 level on Tesla. Oh, I'm sorry, it's more 280. 280 is that level for Tesla. So if we get a weekly close over 280, that's going to signal a nice breakout. Now on the daily chart here, I'm just going to delete this. On the daily chart here, you can see very nice breakout over this downtrend line. We covered that when it was happening. We said it was going to break out here, and that's exactly what it did. Broke over this resistance. It's just slicing through resistances. So definitely not something that I would short unless you like losing money. It's one of the stronger stocks out there at this current moment. So definitely not something that I would be personally shorting. So we're coming up to some resistance. I'm going to draw it up here. Right there you can see it was resistance here, right there, and right here, and that's about the 267 mark. And then again, that 280 mark above us is going to be that next resistance. The next one we're going to take a look at is CF. And CF, we covered this when this was down here, broke over the downtrend line, and we mentioned on our public YouTube channel that this was a great entry for a long, as we broke over the downtrend line and we're retesting this new uptrend line as well as retesting the broken downtrend line, and that actually ended up marking the bottom here. Could have got it near 2250, and you can see we almost doubled in price from that bounce zone. So congratulations if you guys got that and followed along at that time. So now what do we do with CF? Well, we've got resistance up here at about $37. You can see it's reacting to this price level here from the last couple days, and a break over that level We'll send it to about $43, $44. You can see it was previous support, broke that support and came up, retested it as a resistance level, and then it broke down from there. Thank you guys for watching the video. Everyone, this is Taylor from thetradinganalyst.com. I will see you next time.